Hello everyone, I just thought I'd quickly make another video, just a really quick one. This one's about dedication rites. Now, a dedication in terms of witchcraft is usually something to do with Wicca, but it's something that I want to do, even though I don't identify strictly with Wicca as a Wiccan, you know. Yeah. You might be able to hear we're rocking out to the D in the background. Anyway, so, yes, it's come time for me to do my dedication ritual. For those who don't know, I guess it's what it sounds like it is. It's a ritual to signify that you're dedicated to that spiritual path. I hope you guys can hear me, that's fucking loud, isn't it? Yeah, I guess the thing you could like most compare it to would be in a lot of indigenous religions, there comes a time in every young man and young woman's life, or maybe just young men or just young women, where they have to sort of become like a spiritual member of their community. So such as in, you know, Native American practices, they had like the sweat lodge and that kind of stuff. I'm not overly knowledgeable about it, but I know that there was a vision quest that someone had to go on, a dedication rite. There's some analogy there. I guess it's also a little bit, maybe you could compare it to like coming of age ceremonies in Christianity and Judaism, maybe. I don't know, maybe Islam has one too, I wouldn't have a clue. Yeah, so usually what happens is that someone does a ritual, often it's by themselves, where they dedicate their lives to the spiritual path that they've chosen. And it can be very elaborate or very simple. The one that appeals to me I found several years back, probably. I think it might have been a couple of years back. Or a year, I don't know. But anyway, as soon as I read it, I thought, yeah, this is the one for me. And it involves, you have to go out into a natural area, wilderness, a park, somewhere secluded where you won't be disturbed, and you have to stay overnight in this natural area. And there's not really much sort of ritual involved with it. But you have to stay there by yourself all night and symbolically, through visualizations, die and decompose into the earth and then be reborn from the earth. And I thought that sounded pretty hardcore, and it just resonated with me straight away. Well, now we live in an area where we're surrounded by bushland. So I can finally do it. I've located the spot that I'm going to do it at. But I'm very scared to do it, just for practical reasons. We're in Australia, anyone who's Australian knows what a huntsman is, right? They are these huge, big, furry spiders. They're completely harmless. They're quite friendly. But I'm a bit of an arachnophobe. Yeah, so I'm a bit scared because I know just from living here how many of these huge huntsman spiders come in the house. So I have no idea how many of them are out there, like just walking around, and it's pretty scary. So, you know, if I do that, if I'm like lying still, like I'm sure one of them are going to crawl on me. But the reason I think that I chose this dedication ritual for the one that I should do is because being someone who grew up in a very urban environment, and, you know, I haven't even been camping before, right? You know, I think that having to stay out all night by myself in the dark, in nature, completely vulnerable to spiders, anything that's out there. I mean, we have possums as well, so they'll be like carrying on in the trees and stuff. It is challenging, and it's meaningful because it sort of connect me with something that I've been essentially forced to stay separate from since birth. yeah, so, yeah, I'm sure you can understand why that scares me. So what I want to know is, what have other people done for their dedication rite? Or what do they plan to do? What have you done? The other thing that worries me is that whether this is a psychological phenomenon or truly magical or what, I've heard from a lot of people that after the dedication rite, you lose a lot of things and you gain a lot of things, so it's like the death of a certain part of your life and moving forward, which is something I definitely need right this moment. I have a lot of useless crap psychologically to get rid of, and a lot of positive things that I would like to amplify, and I think this will help me do that, definitely. But yeah, apparently it's a really powerful experience and can have some real sort of practical impacts on your life. Let me know. What have you guys done? What do you want to do? And how do you feel about that? So some videos would be awesome. Comments good too. And I'll speak to you all again soon. Blessed be. See ya.